Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we are listening to Shaq and the TNT crew talk about the Giannis situation with Tyrese Haliburton's father. This is crazy listening to Shaq and how he speaks about certain situations. It's really changing my perception of Shaq with how he speaks on these situations. It's like he always take the reckless side of the argument. I don't know if he's doing it because it's TV. I don't know what it is, but let's listen to him. Make sure you subscribe. Click that like button. Let's go.
Unbelievable. I mean, because that's a great basketball player that you went by.
There was some talking after the game.
No, that's Haliburton.
And then it was
His dad.
yeah. Then it looks like Haliburton and Giannis make nice, and that's everybody else does too.
We love Mr. Haliburton, but come see the show. Don't be the show.
Right.
Oh,
See the show. Yeah, and I think I saw Tyrese has already apologized for his dad's actions.
That's good.
For what? Because he don't run on the court and talk to a player like that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come see the show. Don't be the show. No. You can't run on the stage. You cannot run on the court and harass other players. Everybody on the court. Get out of here. Everybody. He's not supposed to be. He's not on the court. You're on the court. He's not supposed to be on the court. Stop it. No, you stop it. He's not supposed to be on the court. No, he's not supposed to be on the court. You can't go. No, you can't go to a play and no. That's just stupid. He knows every word I have that. They don't talk to him. Talk to him. No, he's not supposed to be on the court. It don't matter. He's not supposed to be on the court. Giannis talked to him. Forget all that. No, he was on the court. So what? You think he said something? He probably know who his dad is. Stop it. Giannis said something. No, because he's on the court in his face. So what? Everybody on the court. No, you can't do that. Yeah, you can. No, you cannot do that. Giannis said something to him.
Shaq is crazy. Shaq is wilding out as it start. And Ernie laughing because he like, yo, how could you take this side of the argument?
So you think his dad was correct? No, his dad was 100% wrong. Giannis was wrong?
Bro, Giannis said something to him.
No, he did not. No, he not.
Look, right there.
No, his dad is coming up to him. What is his dad doing on the court? His dad is not supposed to be on the court. You can Giannis what you want to. He's an idiot. If you think that's right, you're an idiot too.
Giannis.
Boom. Charles called Shaq an idiot, but Shaq is wrong. Giannis didn't even approach his dad. His dad started waving a flag in front of Giannis, like a rag or something with Tyrese Haliburton's face on it. But then he started walking up towards Giannis too.
No, that's not true. No, I'm just telling you. That dad is an idiot, and if you think he's an idiot, you're an idiot too. I will say that, no.
Dad is always on the court.
I will say this. We all have met his dad, and he has.
His dad's always on the court.
He should be on the court. You don't have an entitlement because your son is playing to be on the court.
Hold on, time out. He's always on the court.
You should always have an entitlement.
I don't care. He's always on the court.
He should not be on the court talking to other players.
Bro, Giannis said something to him. He didn't say nothing to Giannis. No, he did not.
No, that's not true. He couldn't have said
walking in the line behind his son.
What do you mean walking in the line behind his son? He shouldn't be on the court. He didn't play in the game.
Always on the court.
No, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
How is Shaq making an argument that family members should always be on the court? And it was a heated game. You know, Bucks choked away. Giannis out there. He don't got the help that he need. Middleton hurt. Dame then tore his Achilles. Or Middleton might be gone. Might be on another team. Dame then tore his Achilles. You know, it just didn't work out for him. But it should never be parents on the court trying to antagonize the opposite team. That's crazy, Shaq. I don't even know how he got to the conclusion he got to. Let's keep going, though.
Court. No, there's no entitlement for
the court.
if you think this conversation is entertaining, just wait until you hear what they said after the game.
Okay.
The turnovers obviously were huge, and the two of the three were really unforced. Execution down the stretch is something that you must have, and we have to own that.
Doc Rivers choked again.
Do you think that you can still win that second championship here in Milwaukee after a third straight first-round exit?
I'm not going to do this. I know how this going to, whatever I say, I know how it's going to translate. I don't know, man.
Moment with Giannis obviously had something happen between Giannis and your dad. What all did you see transpire?
I don't think that my pops was in the right at all there, and unfortunate, what happened in the end there. But I mean, this series was a lot of war of words, a lot of war of antics, a lot of stuff going back and forth, and that's just part of, this rivalry and what we've built here over the last couple of years.
I believe like being humble in victory. That's the way I am. Now, it can be a lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you gotta talk and it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. I've won the championship. They haven't. Losing the game, emotions run high. Having a fan, which at the moment I thought he was a fan, but then I realized it was Tyrese's son, which I love. Tyrese, I think, is a great competitor.
Yeah.
He was his dad, sorry. Coming in the floor and showing me his son a towel with his face. This is what we do. This is what we effing do. This the F we do. This
ridiculous.
I feel like that's very, very disrespectful. I'm happy for him and I'm happy for his son and I'm happy that he's happy for his son. That's how you're supposed to feel. But coming to me and disrespecting me and cursing at me, I think is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Okay? And I'm not the guy that points fingers because in my neighborhood, snitches get stitches. So I don't want to say something, for him to get fined or anything. But it's not respectful. I talked with him at the end. And I think we're in a good place.
Does your view change now that you've heard that?
No, because
And you saw the towels?
I don't care. It comes with the territory.
It
I
does
don't
not.
give a damn.
No, it
Yes,
does
it
not.
does. Yes,
No,
it does.
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
So what
Yes,
would
it
you?
does.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. If it comes with the territory, and a fan or a dad comes up to you after you win and puts a towel in the face and curses at you, what would you have done?
I played 19 years.
What would you have done?
Listen, you can't do nothing because we're not allowed to do anything. I played 19 years. That happens plenty of times.
It does not happen when a family member's on the court as you celebrate.
A fan. Yes, it does. A fan. Yes, it does.
That does not happen. And see, the thing that bothers me about it
does. Hold on, Kenny. When we lost to Houston, you don't think people had brooms going to the locker room hitting us with freaking brooms?
That ain't the same as
It is the same thing. It's a fan. He's a fan. Forget he's a fan. He's a fan.
It's not the same thing.
It comes in the
just because you
territory.
said something, you yell to make it true. It don't make it true.
It does
The
make it
thing
true.
that bothers me, Ernie, the thing that bothers me, if
Comes with the
Giannis
territory.
had to whoop his ass, Giannis would be in trouble.
Thanks.
No fan should come on the court
But they
harassing
do all
a
the
player
time. But they do
during
all the
game.
time.
They do not come on the court. And so I will say that if they do all the time or if they don't all the time,
You're just soft. That's all.
because you pay for a ticket,
Shaq called him
doesn't
soft.
entitle you to be on the floor.
It doesn't matter.
If
It comes
you
with the
pay-
territory. He lost. Get him out of that. Listen, he lost.
If you
Get him
have
out of that.
access to get there,
Listen, it's
doesn't make it right, and you're not entitled
I'm not saying
to.
it's right.
And you're not entitled to interrogate not interrogate, to antagonize
Listen.
Players.
I'm not
That
saying
is not right.
Listen,
He is 100% wrong.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying don't be a punk and whine about it. It comes to the territory. It happens.
He
You move
didn't
on.
whine about it.
You lose and you move on.
No, that's not. And
Yeah,
the thing,
you
Ernie,
don't
you
think
know
what
what?
Giannis
And you know what's really
said
amazing,
was-
Ernie? And let me tell you what
Nasty.
else bothers me. If the Cavaliers were to beat them,
He called Giannis a punk.
and one of their family members did that to his son, he'd blow a gasket.
Yo, Shaq is ridiculous, dog. Not only did he take a crazy stance, he doubled down on it when he knew he was wrong. When he found out he was wrong about Giannis just getting in Tyrese Haliburton's father's face. But then he calls Giannis a punk for saying something about it. No, Shaq, you wrong on this. Completely wrong. And it made me think, yo, Shaq was probably a difficult player to play with. I see why him and Penny was having problems. I see why him and Kobe was having problems. Shaq is difficult to play with, especially being that dominant and, everybody making him the focal point of the offense until, fourth quarter come. It's like, bruh, he probably was crazy as far as how he talked to people, how he treated people. This is just what I'm getting from Shaq. Sometimes he take the wildest takes and it almost made me feel like, yo, I couldn't imagine playing with, I'm sure he is the problem or the reason him and Kobe split early. Just by the stuff he be saying. I'm sure he is the reason. Well, we know he left Orlando for more money, but him and Penny couldn't get a championship, and it was because of him. He the reason he only got 4 rings when he could have a lot more. Him and Penny was playing with Horace Grant, too. They had a squad and lost to Akeem Olajuwon. him and Shaq was going to the finals or the Western Conference Finals every year. You had Kobe feeling like, I can't play with him, split that up. You know, so yeah, this stuff is crazy. But y'all let me know, whose side are you on? Are you on Shaq's side? He calling Giannis a punk and he need to be stronger, and they got beaten the heads with brooms when Elijah Wan swept them. Or are you on Chuck, Kenny, and Ernie's side, where they saying, yo, Tyrese Haliburton father is wrong in this situation? I believe he's wrong. Y'all let me know what you think. As always, if this is your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe.